Alright, today we are considering idioms, and idioms are expressions that are metaphorical in meaning. They are expressions that are metaphorical in meaning. They are also defined as expressions whose meanings go beyond the surface. And what's the use of idioms in this class? It gives us varieties of meanings, or they give us varieties of meanings. We use them on a daily basis, consciously or unconsciously, or even consciously and unconsciously. So let's start with these. And Apollo. And Apollo. And Apollo. So we'll make these idioms and then the meaning on the other side. What is an Apollo? An Apollo simply refers to someone with a perfect physique of a man. Right muscles, right biceps, right height. So an Apollo is a perfect, so to say, a perfect physique of an individual. A perfect physique of an individual. Or simply put, an handsome person. Handsome man, of course. So that's the meaning of an Apollo. We're going to move on to another one. To make a clean breast of something. To make a clean breast. To make a clean breast of something. When you make a clean breast of something, to make a clean breast of something, simply means to say the truth, to make the fact and figures known about a particular thing. For instance, a crime is committed and no one knows the culprit. So you announce, the culprit should please come out and make a clean breast of the crime. Come and confess. So to make a clean breast of something is to confess a wrongdoing. Confess a wrongdoing. To confess a wrongdoing. That is the meaning of to make a clean breast of something. And now we're moving on. And that will be to kick a bucket, or to kick the bucket. To kick the bucket. Oftentimes, we think it is normal to kick something and that's just displacing something. No. To kick the bucket simply means to die. To die. To leave this world. To depart this world. To leave the world. And quick. Okay. The next one we are considering is an idiomatic expression, which is to keep one's temper. To keep one's temper. To keep one's temper. What does it mean to keep one's temper? I mean, everybody has a temper. Cannot be hot, cannot be mild. So to keep one's temper is to exercise self-control. To exercise self-control. To exercise self-control. And now we're considering another one, and that is to catch a tartar. To catch a tartar. To catch a tartar. Tartar. What is the meaning of this? To catch a tartar simply means to catch a dangerous person. To catch or arrest or apprehend a dangerous person. Apprehend a dangerous person. All right. The next one shall be to drive home something. To drive home something. To drive home. To drive home something. When you drive home something, you simply emphasize. It simply means to emphasize something. He drove home his point. He emphasized his point. To emphasize a matter. To emphasize a matter. Yes, a question just came in from the audience that to drive home something can also mean, what can it also mean? It also means to make something very clear. To make a matter very clear. To make a matter clear. To make a matter very clear. To make a matter, undoubtedly clear, obvious, and, known to everybody. Nothing hidden. The next one is to have an axe to grind. 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 What does this mean? When you have an axe to grind, you have a selfish motive behind a particular matter. When you have an axe to grind, you have a private motive to serve. You have a selfish, so to say, ambition to fulfill. So, to have an axe to grind with someone, to have issues, usually selfish, to have issues to settle with someone. With someone. To have an axe to grind can also mean to actually set out, not for the generality of others, but for your selfish reason. You want to go and fight. To have an axe to grind is also to set out to fight for the purpose of achieving your personal aim. I'm trying to make it clearer to you. And the next one we are considering is to cry wolf. To cry wolf. To cry wolf. To cry wolf. What does it mean to cry wolf? It is to raise a false alarm. When you cry wolf, you raise a false alarm. To raise a false alarm. Perhaps in a place, remember April Fool that we usually do on every April 1st? That is crying wolf. Oh, look there, there's a snake. and there's no snake. That is crying wolf. The next one is to end in smoke. To end in smoke. To end in smoke. To end in smoke. When someone ends in smoke, the person is ending in ruins. To end in ruins. To put an end to oneself. Perhaps in career, perhaps emotionally, perhaps financially. So to end in smoke means to end in ruins. To put oneself in a particular ruin. The next one we are considering is to be above board. To be above board. To be above board. What does it mean to be above board? It is to do your business truthfully. No staying around you. Nothing controversial about you. You are a straightforward person. That's what it means to be above board. To be upright, blameless, to be upright, blameless. That is the meaning of being above board. When you're above board, nobody can find fault around you or about you or in you. You are very straightforward, sincere, and very honest. That is the meaning of that. To put one's eggs in one basket. That's the next one we are considering. To put one's eggs in one basket. To put one's eggs in one basket. Doesn't mean when you put all your eggs in one basket, you are putting everything you've got on a particular venture, which is usually a very bad thing to do. There should be something kept aside for the future. So to put one's eggs in one basket, to have all your hopes, to have all your hopes, put in a thing, it is usually disappointing at the end. The next one is to pick holes. To pick holes. To pick holes. To pick holes. When you pick holes, simply means you identify errors in someone's behavior, someone's work, and you criticize destructively. That's the meaning of picking holes. Find errors. Find errors in someone. Find flaws. Find flaws. Mistakes in people's work. That's the meaning of picking holes. Okay, the next one we are considering is to be a snake in the grass. To be a snake in the grass. To be a snake in the grass. What does this mean? When you are a snake in the grass, you are a secret enemy. A secret enemy. Secret enemy. A backstabber. A backstabber. A backstabber. You go behind someone to backstab them. That is very bad. But that's an idiomatic way of describing the person, a snake in the grass. It is often said that to be a green snake in the green grass. No, it's tautological. To be a snake in the grass is to be a secret enemy or a backstabber. The next one we are considering is to take something lying down. To take something lying down. Take something lying down. This does not mean to be sick or ill. When you take something lying down, you take something coolly. You take something quietly. You take something not really bothered, to show no reaction. To show no outward reaction. To show no outward reaction to a wrong done. No outward reaction to a wrong done. In other words, to take something lying down is to take something in your stride. Don't feel it's important for you to really protest loudly. Just walk away with your honor and with some dignity. That is the meaning of taking something lying down. The next one is to take to one's heels. To take to one's heels. To take to one's heels. This is almost obvious in meaning. When you take to your heels, you run. To run. To run, perhaps because of the coming danger or an assailant. To run. To flee. To disappear into the thin air. That is the meaning of taking to one's heels. Another one we are considering today is to make someone's flesh creep. To make flesh creep. This is self-explanatory in a way. When you make flesh creep, to make someone afraid. To make someone afraid. Make someone afraid or frightened. Make someone afraid or frightened. Or frightened. When you see a picture, very scary one, your hair stand up out of fear, out of being scared. What? Can this be humanly possible? And so on. That is the meaning of that. Now, we're going to consider to strike several bad patches. To strike several bad patches. To strike several bad patches. This is very serious. To strike several bad patches. This is to have many professional difficulties. To have many. To have many professional difficulties. Perhaps in one's career, to have many. Okay? To have professional difficulties. Many professional challenges. Many professional challenges. To pay lip service. And you pay lip service. What does it mean? To pay lip service simply means to be insincere. Simply talk, no action. To pay lip service means to be insincere. To be insincere, to be untrustworthy. You can't be trusted. To lack integrity. Yes. To lack integrity. To lack integrity. That is what it means to pay. That is what it means to pay lip service to something. For instance, my state governor has promised to make teachers the highest paid group of workers. But the government is paying lip service to this. So to pay lip service is to be insincere. You don't really intend to do what you have said. You are paying lip service. You are just saying it for saying sake. And now we are considering to be off and on. 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 When you are off and on, you are inconsistent. Very inconsistent. Very unfaithful. Inconsistent. Irregular. And so on. Irregular, etc. And I think with this, we are done with idioms for now.